what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do NFL Beast Picks Week 2. Joining me, the reigning 48.
I'm a mime.
Okay.
I'm not a mime. Yes, back Week 2. I blew. I'm wearing blue. I did not do well though last week.
Oh, you did okay.
Yeah, 9 wins is not good. Not acceptable. Not in our book. I'm going to fire myself as a coach if I do it again.
Alright, I had gotten 11, I believe it was.
I think you got 11, I got 9.
Yes, I got 11. So I got 11, I got 2 more. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, your Bills made an unbelievable comeback, which helped my fantasy league.
A comeback like nobody thought was possible.
My mom actually turned off the TV.
I should have showed up today like the guy who got
the fourth quarter. She turned off the TV.
Well,
she had no idea until the next day.
I should have showed up today like the guy who got banned from every stadium in the league and wore a neck brace. Did you see that?
Oh, the guy who pushed him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got banned.
Did you see his apology video?
Oh, was that a I thought that was
that's a shoot video.
That was really him?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was on the news.
Oh, well. Okay, yeah, well, he got banned, which he should have. But nonetheless, that was a comeback for the age and helped my fantasy league. And then, of course, my Green Bay Packers dominated last week, which was awesome.
That couldn't have been a better week for you. Aaron Rodgers did what you hoped he would. Green Bay won. Josh Allen came back.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was like the trifecta.
And then here I am, ready to hang myself with a rope if it weren't for Josh Allen bringing a comeback.
Yeah, that is going to be their biggest problem this season, though, with Josh Allen literally had to put the team on his back.
No. That's one of the best teams in the league. That has nothing to do with... One of the best teams...
Yeah, but he was the one that... without Allen, there's no way.
Okay, and how many injuries on the starting defense were there?
I'm not saying that...
I'm just saying they're missing their number 2, number 3 corner. I'm not trying to make excuses, but you came back and beat one of the top 3 teams in the AFC without a defense at 100%. And I'm sure they can sit here and say, hey, we didn't have a tight end. Okay, cool. You still had your number 1 in Mark Andrews.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a great game, and I don't know, where are you going? I was thinking you were probably going through the ceiling on the tiki bar.
I know. I just accepted it. I had accepted it, and yeah, we're happy we won, but...
No, but during the process, throughout the game.
It was wild, but again, I try to not get too even kill. There's 16 more games. If I blow my load in week 1, it's gonna make for a real early exit.
Yeah.
But anyhow, let's get to Thursday.
Thursday Night Football. We got the Washington Redskins Commanders on Amazon taking on my Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Who are the favorites?
The Packers by 3.5 points.
Really? I thought they were going to have the Commanders be the favorites. Yeah, I mean, Jordan Love looked really good. Mark Parsons looked great. He did a lot of disruptions, which, I seen some, if you look at some of the footage, especially in the game, they were doubling him when he was in there, and that led to other guys being wonned, and it was definitely a huge factor. He also got a sack at the end of the game, which was also cool as well. Defense is already making an impact, especially because he only played 29 snaps. So there's definitely, if you get him in the full lineup, and which they will be, I think the sky's the limit for the defense. Jordan Love looked great, and I expect them to come out and do the same thing here in Green Bay against the Commanders. I have the Packers winning this game. I'm going to give it 31-24. Packers.
No. I'm going with the Commanders.
Of course you are.
I don't think Green Bay proved anything. I don't. 27 points to a beat-up Lions team. Obviously, I went with the Lions, and that didn't go in my favor.
I loved when they did the quarterback sneak on 4th down and stuck it to Dan Gamble.
You know what? The Lions look like it's exactly what everybody kind of thought, and I was hoping maybe it wasn't the truth, but I think Detroit's going backwards big time this year. this is a challenge. This is a team that made it to the NFC Championship this year, or last year. The concern, I guess, would have been prior, does Jaden Daniels have a sophomore slump? Week 1 said he does not.
Well, that would also argue they're playing a crappy Giants team.
I don't think it has to do with anything. Because if you want to argue something like that, in all reality, did Drake May look that good against the Raiders? That's two very separate things. Daniel looked in control of everything he did there. I mean, C.J. Stroud still hasn't recovered from his sophomore slump. I'm going with the Commanders. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I'm going to say it's 27-24, Washington in a close game.
Okay. We both kind of got that close range. I did a touchdown, you did a field goal. All right, so now the 1 o'clock Sunday games. We have the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys.
The Cowboys are a 5.5 point favorite.
I don't know. They're giving way too much credit here for that one, but they did play pretty solid against the Eagles, so I guess that's
I'm going to be the one to blatantly say this. Did they play solid or did the Eagles play bad? Because I don't think the Eagles looked good.
Well, I mean, they also had one of their defensive players get ejected for something that was provoked by Dak Prescott.
Okay, did you see the news today?
What?
He's not getting suspended.
Well, yeah, I know that. That's good, but I mean, I think Prescott should be suspended for instigating it.
I don't think the Prescott won't get a suspension, but I think he'll equally get a fine for it.
I don't know. That's just me with that. But anyways, the Cowboys.
Listen. If you want to take the bigger factor there, and you can read lips at what Dak said to him. Because if you want to know what type of person Dak is, that'll show you everything right there. Dak celebrating the anniversary of his mother's death, calling out Jalen Carter, who got in a car accident his senior year or whatever, final year of college, and killed his friend.
Oh.
And Dak says to him, "Your boy died."
Wait, he said that?
Go read the lips. Fucking verbatim what he said to him. Your boy died.
Oh, wow. That's...
So you're the type of person who is mourning the death of your mother and you're going to call out somebody else for their friend dying? You look like a scumbag, Dak.
Oh, God.
Typical Cowboy's going to cowboy.
But, I mean, Russell Wilson's starting this, right? They said for sure he's starting.
They did say for sure he's starting.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I think the Cowboys are a step better than the Giants right now. I'm going to give it 20-10 Cowboys. Division game, whatever, will be close, but the Cowboys still have a step ahead of them.
I'm going the other way.
You're going to say Giants?
I'm going Giants. I think
Russell Wilson getting touchdowns?
Yes, and I think the thing that honestly may have hurt Philly last week is Philly's a team that relies so heavily on the run, and
they didn't really do it that much.
They did, and what happened when they tried it with, was it Kenny Clark? Is that who you traded?
Well, yeah, but
no.
Dak Prescott didn't really do any tush pushes until after the
storm. Do you mean Jalen Hurts?
Or Gerald Hurts.
I'm not talking tush push. I'm talking Saquon. What was the yard per carry average while Kenny Clark was on the field? 2.9 yards per carry. Kenny Clark was a menace, disrupting.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, the fact that they can change it up, the fact that they're not going to completely hinge on the run, they're going to blindside the Cowboys. They're going to pick on Kyrie Elam, who looked very bad last week. And you know what? I think Russ knows that it's his last shot starting this year. If he goes out and loses to the Cowboys, he's going to lose that job.
I don't know if he'll lose his job for this game. They usually wait like 4 weeks before
there was already controversy if they were going to sit him this week.
Well, yeah, they always do that.
Yeah, well, Brian Dable had to announce it. So I'm saying...
I just think it's usually 4 weeks.
I'm saying Russ is going to at least hold on to the job. He's going to look good this week. Give me 24-14. Go G-Man.
Oh, okay. We'll see where that goes. But the next game we got is the Super Bowl 40 rematch, the Seattle Seahawks at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers are a 2.5 point favorite.
And I think it should be a little more than that. But My boy Aaron Rodgers, A-Rod, 4 touchdown passes. They had a kicker who kicked the 60-yard field goal. Mike Tomlin is very comfortable. Aaron Rodgers is very comfortable. They just got to get the running game a little better because the running game was pretty shitty.
Well,
I think
considering
the
the best running back on the roster isn't being played because Aaron Rodgers doesn't like him.
I don't know about that.
No, that's exactly what's happening.
I don't know about that.
He bashed Caleb Johnson in training camp. Caleb Johnson's their best running back to have.
I don't know about that, but I do know that Aaron Rodgers, I think he's going to put on another performance. 4 touchdown passes, just the beginning. This is the 2009 Brett Favre.
Nope.
2009 Brett Favre.
Nope.
Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin,
Nope.
they're comfortable with one another. I say the Pittsburgh Steelers get it done. I'm going to say it is 28-10. Aaron Rodgers and Steelers go 2-0.
I realize I shouldn't have given as much credit to the Jets last week, given that Aaron Rodgers practiced against them for 2 full fucking seasons. Give me the Seahawks secondary to pick off A-Rod 2 times. Give me the Seahawks 21, the Steelers 17.
Nah, that's not happening. Well, we'll see. All right, next we have a Super Bowl 34 rematch. We have the Rams against the LA Rams, St. Louis Rams at the time. Tennessee versus the Tennessee Titans at the Titans.
The Rams are a 5.5-point favorite. And let's be fair, no matter how close Denver let that game be, the Titans never looked good.
Yeah, it was not a really good game for the Titans. Titans, again, like we said last week, Titans are a rebuild. They're a complete rebuild. They were crap last year. And that's going to stick with that. Rams, I don't think they particularly looked that good last week, but they did okay for what they were going up against. But in this game, I think it's no contest. I think the Rams win pretty easily. We're going to give it 20. Give me 20-3. Rams.
See, I have this problem that until they get a couple more parts back, Tennessee's just not it. And they've proven, again, that team is just mismanaged. They cut Harold Landry to start the year as a cap move, right?
Yep.
See how many sacks he had last week with New England?
2.5
sacks. 2.5 sacks for a guy that was a cap casualty because he was old at 27, 28. He's a starting edge rusher who was a former All-Pro, and you cut him because you don't really know what the fuck they're doing.
I think with the Titans, they're just in a complete rebuild mode, right?
Yeah, but how is that even a rebuild? You have a young enough player. Like, the Titans are just horrific.
I can't.
When you're going to get me...
Front office.
When you're going to get me to pay or to pick the Rams, there's a problem here. Is my dad again? When you're going to get me to pick the Rams, there's a problem here. I'm going to go with the Rams. I'm going to go with 14-10.
You think low like again?
Yeah, just like it was last week with the Seahawks. I don't think either of these...
With the Rams against the Texans, basically?
Oh, it was the Texans, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, same thing, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, the next game, Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets.
Listen, I got one thing right last week about the Jets. Justin Fields looks pretty fucking good.
He was pretty solid last week.
Justin Fields was the number 2 ranked fantasy quarterback in the NFL last week.
Josh Allen was number 1, right?
And you had to have been.
Yeah.
But Fields had 35 fantasy points, 2 rushing touchdowns, only 1 receiver passing touchdown, but I mean, what can you do?
He did play good, and I was kind of surprised with his performance. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers had to play very well to match him.
I think the thing that you have to give the benefit to on Fields is he played that well against a decent enough secondary. I don't want to say great secondary, because they have lost pieces. They don't have safeties. They have good corners. They have a good edge in T.J. Watt, who I don't believe they gave a sack to. The Buffalo's
I
a
don't
6.5
believe
point favorite, and
yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, Josh Allen's just going to Josh Allen. I think the defense is going to take this Ravens game as a tune-up. I think the Jets will score. Don't get me wrong.
The Jets will score in this game, but
I'm not saying like it's going to be like 41-3, but I'm saying like the Jets will probably put up 2 to 3 touchdowns.
yes,
Because like the Bills' defense is still learning. They're
They
growing.
definitely got to learn.
I'm going to say though 38-21 Bills win this one.
Yeah, the thing with this is the Jets, really it's not about whether or not they're going to win this game. It's more of how they're going to look coming out of this game. Because the Bills are definitely going to beat them. But as long as the Jets show some of the strides that they showed against the Steelers, I think that's really still a win for them. Because it's a rebuild.
If the Jets are within 10 points, they should walk out of MetLife with their heads held high, knowing, hey, we might be a wild card team. Yeah, you lost to Pittsburgh in a battle. Yeah, you just lost to a team that just had a 25-point comeback. But maybe you hit the money with Justin Fields here.
Yeah. So my pick here, obviously the Bills will win. I'm gonna say 34-21.
Almost identical. A couple points swing there.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be competitive. They're gonna show their things. They're gonna show what they can do. But in the end, Buffalo is gonna be too much. They're gonna have too much firepower, and Bills will win.
See, I'm gonna be honest here. I could see Buffalo coming out in the first half and maybe dialing up 10, 12 plays. Like, it's going to be a boring playbook. They're going to try to fuck around and find out and just see if they don't have to expose much of their playbook to beat the Jets.
Possibly. Possibly.
Go Bills.
All right, next we have the New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins.
The Dolphins are a 1.5 point favorite. What?
Oh, you were thinking what I was saying.
Listen, it was a less than ideal game last week, but you and I did say on the air, the Raiders are a better team on paper this year than they were last year, and that game was going to be a good game, and it was indeed a good game.
But, we got it wrong with the Patriots.
But I don't think the Patriots, by any means, are
bad.
And the Dolphins
looked like
just
shit.
got fucking throttled. I don't give a shit.
I think it might be because it's at home.
I don't give a shit. That's what I was about to say. I don't give a shit about the visitor side, having heat.
Wearing the colored jerseys versus the white jerseys.
I don't care. Drake May looks... Did you hear the news today on Drake May?
What happened? Is he on injury report?
No. Josh Allen has since come out and actually started talking that him and Drake May have become close. They've been spending off seasons together and are working together.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Josh has always been someone who's very close. Josh hangs with Pat Mahomes, so...
Josh's competitive nature.
It is a competitive nature thing, and Josh is still going to go out and shit talk him to his face, but... Listen, man, if you're going to breed a monster like that, Drake May is the kind of guy who would do it. I liked Drake May a lot out of the draft. He was one of my favorite quarterbacks. I'm telling you right now, New England's going to just fucking bury Miami. Tyreek Hill is not with it with this team.
I think he wants to get traded.
He wants out. He already said when he went to Miami, he had 3 more years he wants to retire. Plus, he is now facing domestic violence concerns. That was today. Nope, that was dropped today from his estranged wife.
Well, he's got a lot of them.
Yeah, well, the current one that he hasn't divorced yet.
He's got some baby mamas.
That dude is the next Antonio Brown.
I don't think we can go that far.
No,
I don't think we can go. Not with that guy. Not with him.
Yes, I've said that forever, dude. Tyreek Hill is a fucking mess as well.
Okay, he's a mess, but not that much of a mess.
Just
not that much of a mess.
Antonio Brown started the same way.
That's hard to beat that.
It really sucks, and I say this, and I'm being empathetic to you, Dolphins fans. I like Jalen Waddle. I like Devon A-Chain. I mean, your defense, I think Frank and I could suit up and do better for you on defense than what you fucking currently have. And I've seen Frank play corner. That's Frank Island right here.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, there's nothing in Miami. Dude, the Colts, Daniel Jones made you all look like like you guys might be worse than the 0-16 Lions after how you looked against Daniel Jones.
0-16 Lions? Oh, okay, yeah. Yes. What about the 0-16 Browns?
No, we don't talk about them. That was a technicality. Give me New England by a lot. I'm saying 35-10. Fuck the sun. Even better, I want to see. You give your report. I want to see the weather for Miami on Sunday.
Also, them wearing the white jerseys too. Also, they get that advantage as well.
I know, but give your report. I want to see what Sunday's weather looks. Sunday is calling for rain anyhow in Miami, so it's not even going to help.
Oh well, I don't know why they're doing that then. Vegas, you're getting it wrong. Anyways, for me, yes, I agree with you about the Dolphins. They got complete problems right now, and despite it being at home, I don't think it's going to matter. The Patriots, I think, will win the game. What am I going to give it here? I'll do 20-10. I'll do 20-10. Low-scoring game, but I'm going to just... Yeah, Patriots win.
Okay.
All right, next we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Boy, is this an ugly game. The Bengals are a 3.5-point favorite. I think that's because they're at home. Who saw the Jags actually coming out and looking competent?
Well, I picked the Jags to win.
Yeah, but like, you picked the Jags thinking it was just going to be a shit show, and they hung, 23 points?
I think it was like 26 something.
I wouldn't have expected that. I would have expected if the Jags won, it was going to be a 13-10 snooze fest. Trevor Lawrence almost looked like he remembers how to quarterback again.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Panthers, once again, are...
I don't know if I'd say that. The Panthers had a very bad... See, it's the same that you said about the rain delay in Thursday night.
Yeah.
You know that there was a rain delay in that game too, right?
Well, was it as long as that?
Oh, it was a long one, and when they came back from it,
What?
Bryce Young started slinging the ball. But they were already down like 20-3 at the rain delay. Like, they were down. Like, Bryce Young looked like... Bryce Young threw for almost 125 yards after, and he had only 150 yards. So, that should tell you what he did after the rain delay.
Alright.
He got himself back into check. But... Yeah, dude, 3.5-point favorite.
Bengals. Talking about the Bengals here. The Bengals didn't really look good against the
Bengals didn't look good against Brown. But I don't know if it's the Bengals or if it's the fact that they don't have an offensive line.
Well, also the Browns missed the kick.
Well, however, we want to be fair. The Jags don't necessarily have like a ferocious pass rush.
They needed who the Bills got as a kicker.
Oh, Matt Prater.
Matt Prater,
baby.
Yeah, you might have a kicker controversy.
I don't think so. I don't think Tyler Bass is coming back.
Oh, really? Oh, you actually are on the...
No, I think he's going to be IR'd for the year. It's a tricky injury. It's a pelvic injury.
That was groin.
No, it's pelvic. So if you plant wrong and that's that pelvic bone, it's going to hurt. So I can see him missing the year.
Because right now it's 4 games.
Okay, but even so, groin or pelvic, that's your entire power as a kicker. Okay. I could see that being his entire season. So
when did they make the decision for that? Because right now he's on 4-week IR.
It's not 4-week. He has the ability to come back after 4 weeks.
Okay.
They can bring him back whenever or sit him for the whole year.
You think? So you think they're going to?
I think he could be done for the whole year. You heard it here, week 2. I wouldn't shock, especially if Matt Prater keeps looking like he did the other night.
Oh, he looked really good.
We gotta pick this Jags Bengals game. Damn it. Give me the upset. Give me the Jags.
Got the Jags?
I don't trust the Bengals. The Bengals really, really looked fucking bad.
Yeah.
And I've got a soft spot, man. I'm from Clemson. I love me some Trevor Lawrence. And Travis Etienne looked competent again. 143 yards on the ground. Good enough to trade Tank Bigsby. You seen that?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe that's the case. Give me 21-17 Duval.
I also think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win. I don't think the Bengals are that good, and it really showed last week against the Browns.
The Bengals are doing a great job at one thing. Showing how not to be a general manager.
Well, the problem is Mike Brown is cheap. He's a cheap owner.
But I don't even think it's Mike Brown, because the thing is they pay a ton of money for just like obscene shit. And don't get me wrong, I like T. Higgins, but
yeah, we should.
But it's a luxury. You're not wrong. At that point,
Aaron Rodgers, we could have had.
But at that point, like, it's a luxury to have overpaid 2 top 10 receivers and a top 5 quarterback financially. So you cannot afford to pay a line? That is what we talked about last week. That is having a Ferrari with a Toyota motor.
Yeah.
It ain't good.
I got Jags winning. I'm going to say it is 27-14. I got Jags winning. Bengals, they're abysmal right now, I think. So
I didn't think I'd say it, but this might be the Jags division.
Well, you got...
The Colts still don't scare me. It's Daniel Jones. He'll find a way to fuck up.
We'll see. This is a make or break year for Jones, in terms of his career. This is going to be his last chance, really, to be a starter. Just like with Baker Mayfield. It's the situation with Baker Mayfield.
I don't think
that was his last shot in Tampa Bay, and he made the most of it.
Yeah, well, Baker also had a much higher pedigree.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like this is his chance to show that he is a starter, and that was just the team situation. So he's got to show it.
If we're being fair, if we're going on the Baker aspect, he has one more team.
What do you mean?
Baker had 4.
14. Oh, he went to 2 teams. Yeah,
he had 2 in 1 year.
Well, yeah, he had 2 in 1 year. He only had 1, so I guess it's the only difference, really. But anyways, the next 1 o'clock game is the San Francisco 49ers at the New Orleans Saints.
Listen, I hate the fucking Niners, and the Niners are a 4.5 point favorite, but there's no fucking way the Niners lose to... I don't know how Spencer Rattler looked as good as he did, and that's alarming.
What's the injury report on Brock Purdy, though?
He may not play. It's still in the air, and George Kittle is out 4 games.
Yeah, so that's my only concern, though, is with, who's their backup for the 49ers?
Mac Jones.
Okay. Well, what do you think?
You first.
I don't know, man. It's a close one because, again, I don't know what the 49ers are going to look like. I'm just going to say the 49ers on name value because the Saints have a complete rebuild going on.
Damn.
But it could go either way. I'm going to say it's ugly. I'm going to say it's an ugly game. It's going to be 13-10. 13-10.
Can I give 2 scores?
Based on what scenario?
I'm picking the same team, or the team the same way, but based on the quarterback.
Okay, yeah, do it.
I'm picking the Niners, regardless.
Both scenarios the same team, though.
Both scenarios the Niners to win.
Okay.
There you go. Get ready to clip this. If it happens. If he starts. If Brock Purdy starts, 17-10 Niners. I don't have a lot of faith.
Close game, but the 49ers get the best.
Yes. Yes. If Mac Jones starts, give me 31-13 Niners.
Oh, boy.
I said for years that was the team Mac Jones belonged with. It is...
You've said that you are correct. You have been saying that.
It is a rhythm-based offense. It is a team where Mac Jones would thrive. He is not the most athletic quarterback. He's not the greatest arm. He is Tom Brady-esque. And not saying that cutthroat-wise, because he doesn't have that killer instinct. But, unfortunately, he went to New England a little too late. They didn't have the offensive coordinators for him there. Put him in San Fran where that same offense runs. where it's timing based.
And you were talking about this for years when the draft happened. You said,
and when they went up and said they went up for Trey Lance, who the fuck did he beat? Absolutely nobody. I called that years ago. He'd be a bum.
And he's right now. I think he's a backup.
He did win the backup job. Hey, small win streak.
At least he's backup.
I mean, hey, listen. I'd love to get paid to be a backup quarterback in the NFL. I'd hold a clipboard for $2 million. Give me my Mac Jones love. I am still high on Mac Jones. His rookie year in New England, I think, is the player we want to see. 31-13 Mac Jones if he starts.
Okay.
No matter what, I'm taking the Niners though.
Alrighty.
Somebody on this is just gonna rip me apart. They fucking hate Mac Jones. They don't like the Niners, and I'm okay with that. But I'm here for it, baby.
Alrighty. So the next game we have is the Battle of the Browns. Old Browns versus New Browns. Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Fucking A. No. Ravens are a 10.5 point favorite, and you know the Browns are going to win this game.
No.
Oh, they always do. Joe Flacco always puts it to the Ravens. I'm not actually. No, he always does fucking play them close. It's not. They're gonna. Vegas is gonna make a lot of money off this.
Look.
And
I you know me. I love me some Joe Flacco. I feel like he unfortunately got the end of the stick of his career with the whole Raven thing and how things happened after the Super Bowl victory. But with the way the Ravens lost to the Bills, I just can't see them losing to any team this week.
They're not. They're not losing, but they're not beating the spread, is what I'm saying.
So you think it's going to be what, a 1-point game?
No, they have 10.5 points.
Yeah.
I think it'll be within 10 points.
Okay.
I think Cleveland's going to play them. Cleveland's defense actually looked very competent again, unlike last year. Cleveland's defense looked better than Buffalo's defense. I hate saying that as a Bills fan, but it's the goddamn truth.
Yep. It did. So what do you have for?
Listen, if you're the Cleveland Browns and you kept Jamar Chase under 25 yards, Joe Burrow over 170, and T. Higgins under 50, and you kept Chase Brown under, I think I might have been under 50 rushing also. You did a damn good job. Yes, I know you have the whole thing of having to keep Lamar from running. That's in and of itself a nightmare.
What was your reaction to that sack, or the thing that was almost a sack and then he got away from it?
It's Lamar, man. At this point, I'm used to it. I don't have to like the guy, but I damn sure respect him. That's all I can say. I don't have to like him, but I respect him. Baltimore ekes it out, but give me 27-24. Like, it's a close game. The Browns win another one, or the Browns lose another one just barely. The Ravens are going to make sure they win this, and the Ravens, again, are going to probably win this division.
I'm still going with the Steelers.
You just made a really creepy whisper. You have?
Yeah. I'm going to complete opposite. I say the Ravens totally break the brakes on the Browns in this game. I just can't see anybody in this week, no matter who they played. Like, the Ravens are going to be out for revenge for how they collapsed against the Bills. I see them winning 35-14, easily get it done. I think King Henry is going to run roughshod more than he did last week. And after that fumble, he is definitely going to be motivated even more. Ravens win 35-14. Ravens.
All right.
Next, we have the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions.
Lions are a 5.5 point favorite.
Yeah. I say the Lions, Bears got a long way to go, and they got a lot of still issues that are carried over from last week, or from last year. Detroit Lions, more experienced team. Dan Campbell, obviously, is going to want to get the team back together from last week, from my Packers. So, I got the Detroit Lions winning 27-13. Lions.
I think I'd be better flipping a coin to pick this game.
Really?
Yeah, man. If we're being fair, the storylines, last week's games. I mean, you have the Dan Campbell factor. You've got Ben Johnson wanting to prove, hey, I'm not in your shadows anymore. You have the fact that the Lions flat out looked putrid, and their line is very bad. Yes, I get the Bears blew that win. But, like, I don't know if you can shit on it that bad. I'm going to go with it. Give me the Bears. I didn't think I'd say it. Give me the Bears 21-20. Like, it is
Extra point miss?
No.
Really?
No, I'm going to say they're down 20-7 or 20-14, and they score a touchdown to go ahead and win it at the late in the game.
Wow. Okay. That'll be intriguing.
The Lions didn't look competent, and I'm upset when I say that because I like the Lions.
I'm upset that we gave them a garbage time touchdown. I was pissed.
I wouldn't say garbage time, dude, because I don't think.
Oh no, the game was pretty much over.
I don't
at that
think.
point.
Yeah, but I don't think you understand how much you're gonna fucking hate that kid in a couple of years.
No, but I was just,
yes, but
it's not about that.
Yes, but it's.
I'm mad that we allow. I didn't want us to give them any touchdown.
Look how good the catch was. Look how.
Oh no, I'm not saying the catch.
I mean, his haircut looks stupid.
I just didn't want us to give them any touchdown. For the revenge for the past couple of years.
Listen, the Lions read that draft profile so well because that's a kid who had no business being drafted.
I want to tame the Lions, no touchdowns.
Isaac Slaw is going to be a very good professional.
All right. All right, so
405s?
405, yep, we're on the 405s. We have the Denver Broncos at the Indianapolis Colts.
See, this is a situation where they're taking way too much stake in how the Colts beat the Dolphins because it's only a 1.5 point favorite for the Broncos. The Broncos come back and beat the brakes off of them. I think it's a week one stumbling point. I really don't think the Colts are that good, and I don't think the Broncos are as bad as they looked week one. Give me 35-21 Denver.
I'm going with the Colts here. I like what Daniel Jones did last week.
Also, can we discuss real quick?
What?
Denver's one of 3 teams in the NFL who didn't allow a touchdown last week.
Well, yeah, but it was against the Titans.
I don't care. It's Daniel Jones who's infamous for falling apart in big moments.
I don't know, man. I like what Daniel Jones did last week. I know it's the Dolphins, but I like what he did. And I really feel that this is going to be a reviving situation for him. And I'm going to give it to him and the Colts. I'm going to do this. We're going to do a 28-21 victory for the Colts here.
I think I gave the Colts too many points.
We said it was a 1-point game.
No, I said 20. I said 35.
On the spread.
Yes, but I gave him 35-21, and I think that's too many points.
All right. The next 405 game, Carolina Panthers at the Arizona Cardinals.
This one's tough for me to pick also. Cardinals are a 6.5 point favorite.
Well, it isn't tough for me. I think the Cardinals will win. I don't really have that much faith in the Panthers until I actually see something. And there's still a lot there that needs to be developed. So I'm going to pick the Cardinals. I'm going to say, what did they give him, 6 points?
They gave him 6.5, dog.
I don't think it would be that much. I'm going to, Cardinals still got problems too, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they just have as much problems as the Panthers do right now. And I'm going to say, what are we going to do? We're going to do 16-13 Cardinals. Field goal in overtime.
I'm going back to the bread and butter from last year, and I'm not going to fall into my old trap because I love to pick the Cardinals, and I went with the Panthers a whole hell of a lot last year. I'm going with the Panthers. Dude, hear me out. I want the Cardinals so badly to win that division. But you allowed the Saints to stay within 7 points with Spencer fucking Rattler. That's a concern to me. They didn't do anything else. You could only muster 20 points. The defense is decimated. The fact that the Panthers look like they were starting to bring it back. The Panthers are better than the Saints, that's for damn sure. I'm gonna give it. I'm going 24-14 Panthers.
All right. 425. This is the only 425.
Well, no shit. Look at how impressive or how important it is. The Super Bowl rematch.
Super Bowl rematch twice over. There's 2 Super Bowls that they've been in together. You have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who in Vegas is drunk?
They have Kansas City winning.
They're a 1.5 point favorite.
It's a pick'em. But, you know, I do agree with the way your tone was on that. I don't know how Kansas City is the favorite because I don't see Kansas City winning this game.
It's because Patrick Mahomes made flashy plays to come back within a touchdown in Brazil.
But I would argue, and I'm sure a lot of other people would argue, that was more on the Chargers' blown coverages.
Oh,
the
a million
Kelsey getting the touchdown that he got, that was blown coverage. With the fourth down play.
With no safety cover over the top, yeah.
That was blown. Yeah. That was more on the Chargers than it was on the Chiefs.
And the Eagles have a better defense than the Chargers.
Yeah, so, that's the thing. If that doesn't happen, the Chargers probably beat them by 2 touchdowns at least. If all that stuff doesn't happen. So, they looked better than they should have looked against the Chargers.
I think, quite honestly, Justin Herbert took his foot off the gas. Because they got up fast and then they just stopped. And
after the storm delay too, both teams just felt dead. I even said after they came out of that hour-and-a-half delay, I said that none of these teams are going to score again, and the Eagles were going to win because
I thought we were talking
offenses are dead.
I thought we were talking about the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Well, yeah, that too. But I was bringing up with the Eagles at that point. I both.
Listen, I don't have faith in the Eagles, but I have less faith in the Chiefs.
I think the Eagles are a better team than them right now.
Give me the Eagles. I actually, when I did an exercise to figure this out, had the Chiefs at one point 0-4 to start the year.
You have them 0-4?
I had them 0-4 to start the year.
Really? Okay.
Who do they got next week?
They got a favorable schedule, or a bad schedule?
I had them losing to the Giants in primetime. Maybe I had them 1-5 is what it was. I had them maybe beating the Giants, but it's not good.
Yeah, I think they definitely will beat the Giants. Well, at least
Ravens.
Right now. Ravens are going to beat them. At least, assuming nothing.
Jags,
maybe now. We'll see. I'm not ready to put the bet on that just yet, but we'll see by the time we get there.
And then the Lions, but the Lions game could switch very quickly because the Lions look like shit. Give me the Eagles 24, Chiefs 17.
I'm going to say the Eagles also win. I'm going to give it a 27-13 victory. I think it is going to be 2 touchdowns at least.
Patrick's going to cry to the refs.
He wasn't really crying that much.
Oh, he cried a ton the other day.
He wasn't getting the penalties, though. He wasn't getting the calls.
But he was still fucking crying. Every time I looked over here, I had Bluey on that TV for Ruby. And I had the game on this TV.
I should point out that I only watched pretty much the second half of that game because I was watching
the first half?
I was watching SmackDown
first
for
half,
most of it.
Every single thing. They zoomed in on him and just like his fucking wife.
Alright. So, did I say the score? Eagles win 27-13. What'd you got yours for?
24-14.
Okay, good. All right, next we have 8:20 Sunday Night Football. Definitely not topping last week's game, but the Atlanta Falcons at the Minnesota Vikings.
Vegas is still drunk. Minnesota 4.5 point favorite.
So you have no faith in the Falcons?
I'm saying I'm taking the Falcons over the Vikings.
Yeah.
Minnesota's the favorite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why.
So you have. I'm sorry, I might have said it wrong. You have no faith in the Vikings. Then.
No. I don't think that J.J. McCarthy looked that good. He had a good comeback. I think Ben Johnson just fucking blew it.
Yeah, I don't think it was that. It's the Bears, too.
I think the Falcons looked very good against a team that's made, 2 or 3 straight postseasons now in the Bucs?
Yeah.
To lose by 3 points to the Bucs, who we know are a good team,
that's not bad.
I'm going Falcons again. Give me Atlanta 27, Minnesota 17. Give me a 10-point game.
Yeah, I also am thinking Atlanta is going to win here. Not that impressive a game for the Vikings. I mean, yeah, it was a good comeback, but there were a lot of problems. He's still young. I mean, he's essentially a rookie. I mean, even though, he didn't play really at all.
Basically, if we were talking college, he's a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, basically. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to go with the Falcons here. 24-10, Falcons.
I need to jump on my DraftKings right now because some of these are the wonkiest odds I've ever seen. Monday Night Football. Why? Just Monday Night Football, first game of the week. Houston Texans, or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are a 2.5-point favorite.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how that's possible.
The Texans looked like...
They looked like shit.
Booty cheeks.
I mean, I'm picking the Buccaneers. I mean, I'm going with the quote-unquote upset.
Yeah, same. And I'm not even a big Bucs fan, but the Texans... somebody broke C.J. Stroud. He's broken. There's no fixing him. I just fucking... Wild, man. Give me the Bucs and some. 24-10. The Texans are broken.
Yeah, Buccaneers also for me too. I'm gonna go 26-13. Buccaneers.
Okay. And the final game. This one I kind of agree a bit with the line here. 3.5. The LA Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock start.
So no, also they're both on ESPN. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So,
I believe.
I don't know. One of them might not be broadcast right away because of the whole.
Yeah, there will be a holdover if the Texans game goes late. Chargers are a 3.5-point favorite, and I think that feels fair because it is the home team being Vegas. They are still to be an over field goal favorite on the road week 2. That's not a bad run. I vibe with that. I'm taking the Chargers. 100% taking the Chargers.
Okay.
They looked good last week against the Chiefs. They probably should have piled more points on. The Raiders, I don't think, were overly good, but they were good enough. This isn't the game they're going to steal. They're not stealing 2 in a row. They're not going to the top of that division. That's for fucking sure. I wouldn't technically go to the top because they could still be fighting with Denver. When did we ever think
KC?
Holy shit!
Possibly.
When was the last time Kansas City's been in last in their division?
If I remember, because it wasn't during Alex Smith's time, so it would have.
Well, it's happening right now.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to think of when it actually would have been.
It's currently happening.
It would have been maybe 09?
Fuck you, Chiefs!
Well, I wouldn't write them off completely.
But I just think it's funny. I love it. Because they would have been saying the same about the Bills.
Yeah. But would you have the score?
I don't even care about the 3.5 points. Give me the Chargers 30, the Raiders 13. The Chargers are good, and I'm eating my words.
I also do think the Chargers are going to win. I do like what Jim Harbaugh is doing for that team, especially in the last year, and what he did with KC last week. My concerns, obviously, is the secondary because they made the Chiefs look a little better than they should have been in that game. So that would be my only concern here, as well as going forward in the season. He's going to have to get that fixed up. But Herbert looks really good. Yeah, sight being at Las Vegas, I think the Chargers do win. Still don't have any fans there, though. but the Chargers do win. I'm going to say, I don't know if I'm going to go as high as you did. I'm going to say 21-6.
All right.
Chargers. And with that is it for the all the games this week. Any what's up?
I don't know.
Oh, any you Nicky Two Scoops.
Nicky, two scoops. Ice cream season's not done yet. I don't know if he's closing this year like he did last year, but while he's still open, go get you some Nicky Two Scoops located on Colvin Boulevard.
Someone wants 3 scoops though.
I'm sure they could do that, but like he's two scoops. Shout out to Rebel Nomad Adventure Gear, great guy, greater disc golf gear. Shout out to potentially Spread Those Wings, because there's some news on the horizon there.
Oh, yeah. Make sure to check out the podcast for reviews and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I do have my Green Bay Packers Beast recap episode.
I don't.
You know, but I do. I have my own recap. We did it a little late last time because of that whole epic Bills game that came on with the Ravens. But I'm going to try to get them out very quickly after the games, as much as possible. But we'll see how that works. But check out those though. Check out that. And yeah, is there any predictions you got this week?
I haven't looked enough into it yet to really give a good prediction. Nothing out of the norm for me. It's pretty early in the week. I haven't done too much crazy homework.
I'm going to say Parson gets 2 sacks.
I don't even think that's that crazy.
Well, I don't know. I think it would be cool. But anyways, nonetheless, that is it. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that stuff. Also, we are on Spotify too. Just to point that out if you're not already listening to here on Spotify. Point that out as well. But yeah, guys, I am the Ultimate Goku. He's Rainy48. We are out of here. Peace!